Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, cause it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Here we go. Tuesday, what's up, everybody? Yeah, dance around.
Yeah, dance, Virginia, twerking.
I am twerking in my head.
Oh, yeah.
You used to twerk a lot. What happened?
Dance contest coming.
Okay.
So I'm back at quick weight loss. I'm going to lose the weight. I'm going to get back to my goal weight. And then, bitch, you're going down in a dance contest.
Okay, you just let me know, Mama, when you're ready to go, because I've been ready.
The schedule at quick weight loss is 2 pounds per week. And so that's about 8 weeks, I think.
How much do you weigh right now?
144.
And what's you like to be around 132, right?
129.
129. That's her goal.
That's my goal weight, 129.
129.
Yes.
Well, do you have a goal weight, Kev?
No, I don't weigh myself.
You're not a chick. It's
Ever.
different.
Yeah.
But I do have a weight that I stick around when I know that 180 is the right weight for me. Between 180 and 185, and even 185 is a little much. That anything more than that, I know I'm getting fat.
I figured you'd know your number. You're part chick.
I was raised by women. I can't help it.
Yeah, for me, weight fluctuates so much. A lot of it is water weight that I don't put a lot into it. And, you've got muscle versus fat and a whole bunch of other things there that I really, a lot of times for me, just go on look and feel.
I go on how my clothes fit. So that's the most important thing to me. But, quick weight loss, that's how they do it. They do it by weight.
Oh, no, there's times if I go to Publix and I weigh myself and I'm like 182 and I thought I was 185, I'm like, oh, man, I'm getting high. I'm getting that cheese loaf I love.
That's why I'm like, is the Publix scale accurate? Because
it is.
You would think that they would want you to, let's make him look 2 pounds lighter so he buys more food.
Yeah, right.
It's pretty accurate.
Okay.
Yeah, the one I go to the one on Village, and that one seems to match up with the doctors that I go to.
Because I got on the scale at quick weight loss, and it told me I was 144.6. So actually, I'm closer to 145, if you want to be honest. But then I went to get on the scale and take a picture of it with my phone, and I was 150.1 because of the weight of my phone. Like, this shit is accurate. My phone brought me up like, how many tenths of a pound?
I remember when I was real chubby, it was probably week 3 in my diet. I felt like I was crushing it. And I go on the public. I didn't weigh myself the week before because I wanted to give myself 14 good days of my next weigh-in. And I got on the scale, and I remember I had gained a half a pound. And it blew my mind, and I went right to the deli and ordered 2 subs. I said, screw this shit, man.
Yeah, that's why I don't get into weight.
I hear you. It can mess with your mind.
Yeah. If I ever do any kind of analysis, I do the more in-depth that does body fat and all those kind of things, but I do it at a more reputable source where the number's pretty accurate, and then I'm like, okay, I'm at 14% body fat or whatever.
Too bad they
it might
don't do
be.
body fat at Publix.
Oh my gosh.
That's what's going to speak to you.
They can have the calipers. The guy from the deli comes out from the back with the calipers.
They do have that machine though. You sit down, they do the blood pressure.
Yeah, they do have that. The Higgy, they call
That
it.
thing's fun.
Higgy.com.
I like that.
It's the Higgy, huh?
Yeah, that machine in there is called Higgy.com because Rocco used to think it was Piggy.com. And so we signed him up. But there's really a Piggy.com.
But the thing about those is I did one of those before and my blood pressure was off the chart. Like, what the shit? And then I did it immediately after and it was way normal. And each one was normal after that. So every now and then it can give you kind of a weird reading. Don't freak out.
You can't trust it.
No.
If you're looking to pack on some pounds, the Cheesecake Factory is releasing ice cream pints. They got 7 flavors, resembling some of their most popular cheesecakes like the original key lime, salted caramel, strawberry chocolate, cookies and cream, and birthday cake.
Nothing better than cheesecake flavored ice cream with big chunks of cheesecake like in the ice cream.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Whatever you want to get off of this diet that you're on or this lifestyle change.
I'm on this for like 9 weeks.
You have to try that Reese's peanut butter on a stick. It's got the crunchy, the crumbles on it.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, man. It is so good. Even Sweet Denny's was into it.
Yeah, he
And
was,
He
yeah.
does not do sweets. And
Okay.
I think that son of a bitch had 2 of them.
These new pints going to be available in grocery stores this March.
Oh, baby, you're speaking to me.
Options are good.
They also say Oreo's bringing back its Most Stuff cookies, and they're going to be giving away $100,000 to people who vote on how much cream is the right amount of cream for an Oreo.
That's the other one on a stick that is really good. And it's got the crumbles on it, too. It's the same people that make it, and their name is slipping on my... they're famous. Famous ice cream.
Good humor.
Good humor. Thank you. Gosh.
They make the strawberry cheesecake
Yeah.
one. Yeah,
Oh, I love
they are
those.
not fucking around.
No, they're not.
In other fat people news, you can get one of those famous Popeyes chicken sandwiches for free if you order at least $20 worth of food from Popeyes on DoorDash.
Really?
A new promotion they're doing. Yeah.
I think if you're having a party, that's a great idea. Get Popeyes delivered to your house, and you have the chicken sandwiches for your guests.
Yeah.
And they're these coveted sandwiches that people are losing their life over. That's kind of a cool novelty item to serve at your party.
Disagree. Keep it local. Go with butt chicken and seafood. I can't let you blow Popeyes that much.
I've had so many parties with buds. I agree with you. But if you're like, I don't know, trying to stay with the topicalness,
Maybe Buds will do the same promotion.
Bud's chicken sandwich is better.
It is. It really is.
Kevin, it's so fat. They put actual fat chicken tenders
Yeah.
on the bun. It's taller. It's got cheese on it. Popeyes don't give you no cheese.
You know, I'm actually kind of really hungry today, even though yesterday was just a
Well, you
big-
stretch out your stomach, so you
What?
probably are.
And then I
Yeah.
got sick, so a
Yeah,
lot of it
you
didn't
emptied
even
it back out. Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of hungry last night. What a weird ride. Yesterday.
What a weird job.
What a weird job.
Yeah, and I saw this today, too. There's an official name for Cheetos dust. Cheetos just revealed it's called Cheetle, Cheetle, and apparently they've had it trademarked for 15 years. but-
Cheetle? Like
Cheetle.
Don Cheetle?
Yeah, that's the name of the Cheetos dust. It's called Cheetle, and they've only used it internally until now, but they needed a marketing ploy, I assume, so they decided, hey, let's tell people that we call it Cheetle.
They should totally get Don Cheetle to be like their next celebrity endorser.
They have that with weed, don't they? The dust
Weedle?
of the,
Weedle?
the dust of the weed. Now, what's it called? Denny's would know that.
Oh, yeah, you're not going to get it from me.
It's Denny's.
Hippie powder?
It's like you grind up the weed and then like the crystals of it. Oh, Keef. It's Keef. Thank you.
Keef.
Keef.
That's right.
Chief Keef? Is that where that comes from?
Chief and the Keef.
Oh, look at this. We're learning.
Yeah.
Yeah, the keef. You got the keef catcher and the bottom of the grinder. Save that stuff.
Isn't that kind of like that's like the Cheetle of the
Yeah, exactly. The cheese dust off of Cheeto. It's the equivalent. It's got all the power in it.
The whole chat room's like, it's Keef.
Yeah.
Keef. They're all typing Keef.
That's our people.
Did you see they shelved the
Yeah.
proposal for voting for recreational marijuana for Florida in 2020?
Why?
What does that mean?
That we can't vote on it this year.
Yeah.
Because they
Shelved.
know we would take it on.
Yeah, so the projections are that it would be 2 years before.
Yeah, it's
So
not
I
gonna
think
be-
a lot of stuff's going through the federal. So there, I think stuff's got put on
If the
hold.
people want it, though, why can't the people be allowed to vote for it? That's kind of messed up.
I think there were time limits, and it's not going to be done in time for the November ballot.
They need a certain amount of petitions or something before a date, and they're asking for an
Fishy.
extension.
Sounds fishy to
Sounds
me.
real
'Cause
fishy.
this is such an issue that people want to vote on.
Look, let people smoke weed if they want to.
Well, the to get something on the ballot, you have to submit 76,200 valid
was that
votes.
number too big?
No, I'm trying to read the whole fucking story, and it's just like These stories are so goddamn long, and I'm like,
Yeah.
You just sounded like Jay Bird when you said
I
that
did.
number.
Yeah, I'm trying to scan the whole story to get the what's going on with this. Make It Legal Florida has been hurrying to try to meet a requirement to submit the 766,200 valid petition signatures by February 1st deadline.
I mean, you mean
They
to
went
tell
to
me
court
they
to
can't
get more
it?
time. That's what they're saying, apparently. And valid might be the key word there.
Go to
'Cause,
the South Florida Fair and get people to sign it.
There's
don't
always
know.
someone on Clematis.
Yeah.
You walk out of a bar, sign this
Every
weed.
day.
Every single ride operator, everybody who's there looks like they would love to have pot when they're done work.
Whatever they're saying, they can't
Done.
get it. They wanted an extension to the deadline of February 1st. Not going to get it, so they say they're going to try to put the issue on the 2022 ballot. So
What?
that's what's going on.
2022, so you got to wait 2
Yeah,
years?
this reeks of
I'm not
fish.
even a pot smoker, and I'm pissed.
Yeah, it's kind of shady.
It seems shady to me. It sounds, I don't know if it is
Say
or
it
not.
out loud. A lot of people want it, but government won't let those people even vote for it.
They said that on Monday, according to an online court docket, the State Division of Elections had tallied 299,216 valid petition signatures for the measure. So I guess they have to validate them. So they're only at the 300,000 mark, and they need 766,000.
They need to do a better publicity campaign and tell people where they're going to be collecting signatures, and then it needs to be publicized, and then they'll get a buttload of people.
Mm-hmm. The proposal would allow people 21 or older to possess, use, purchase, display, and transport up to 2.5 ounces of marijuana and marijuana accessories for personal use for any reason.
Just like in Oregon.
Yep. Yeah, places are decriminalized. You can transport it.
Well, you can already go get the card and do it medicinally, and I hear the card is pretty easy to get. All you have to do is walk in there and like have a little tick, and they'll give it to you.
I don't know if we should publicize that.
Well, that's what I heard on the street.
Yeah, you can still get it medically.
Yeah.
You wonder if something's happened on a federal level and they're pushing back.
Derek
That's why they
G
figured out.
in the chat said, unfortunately, signatures need a voter ID attached to them for it to count as a petition, and the movement couldn't get it done in time. So they probably had 8,000 cheeches and 9,000 chongs.
Imagine that. The stoners are moving slow.
But isn't it not up yet? I mean, if you've got till February 1st, I mean,
yeah.
get your
Well, they're not
shit.
even halfway there, and I think that's where they're saying that however long they've been working on it, and we're not even halfway there, that realistically by February 1st, we are not going to make it.
Who is putting this together?
Yeah, I know.
Because there is so much money on the
It
line.
is Make It Legal Florida.
Make it legal, Florida. Get your shit together.
I know, right?
I mean, I'm not a pot smoker. I am a person who believes in capitalism, and I see the massive amounts of money you're going to leave on the table for 2 years. Get your shit together, get some financial backing, and get this thing done.
You are not a pot smoker, but you are somebody who takes a buzz seriously.
I do. I mean, don't mess with my buzz. I also enjoy the company of pot smokers a lot.
And it would bring in a lot of money. I mean, I think some of the delay, too, is we are a state that has tourism. So that does bring in money, and there's states in the middle of America that have no tourism, and so marijuana is a great way for their state to make money. I think the name of the game is always to make more money, but I think that's why we're a little bit slower to the game. If I had to guess,
Because we've got other cash.
because there's other incomes coming in.
Gotcha.
So it's not as much of a rush.
But I mean, there are people in the private sector right now that could stand to make millions if this thing gets on the ballot in 2020. Where are those people? And why aren't they standing up with their money and supporting this effort?
Yeah, I know a lot of people have gone to states because they say the next big cash crop is going to be hemp. They think it's going to be hemp related. They're going to start making a ton of stuff out of hemp because it's more resilient and I guess it's less expensive to make.
Mm-hmm.
So they think that's going to be the next cash crop. So a lot of people are going to places that allow you to grow hemp. And there's a whole bunch of rules and regulations you have to follow in order to grow it. But that's where everybody thinks the money's going to be going in the next 2 years is hemp.
The green rush.
Not even so much marijuana, more so just the hemp
Interesting.
For the
Can you-
fabrics and such.
What about in Florida? Are you allowed to grow hemp?
I don't think so.
You can grow
I think medically.
tomatoes, though. My boy's got some sweet-ass
Yeah.
tomatoes.
I've seen his tomatoes and his carrots.
Yes.
Just don't say anything about his worms, because a lot of people say his worm farm's a little weak.
The worms burrow. I don't want to cut them up while I'm trying to get them out for you, for the good people, you know?
They say if you are growing hemp and marijuana, plant them with tomatoes because apparently that helps diffuse the smell and it blends in a lot better.
I can see that because you drive around in Colorado, they have they're gigantic greenhouses. I mean, they're like a mile long, and
Wow.
You could just smell them from 10 miles away as you're driving up.
Really?
Yes.
Tomato.
How did we get you back from Christmas break? Because you were there, and I feel like it's the promised land.
And the prices, they're so good.
Oh my gosh!
I don't want to say it because it'll depress everyone. It's so nice.
Well, you saw what happened in Oregon. I couldn't believe the prices there. So I'm like, I'll take one of those. I'll take 3 of those. I'll take 9 of those. Like, I couldn't believe
he bought
it.
so much pot. He was trying to give it out to people at the airport when we were leaving. It was so much.
And
It was gummies. There was leafies. There was pills. It's all kind of.
They were weirded out.
There's a big trash can in the Denver airport that says "throw out all pot" at this point.
Do you?
No, I do. I try to be good. I'm trying to be on the up and up these days.
I would be so paranoid if I try to get weed back on a plane.
See, if I've paid good money for something,
Oh, my
I have a
gosh.
very hard time throwing it away. I might try to smug.
You got to put it out your butt. You got to go. Well,
I have a vagina, so
Well-
I don't have to put nothing up my butt.
okay. You got to put it
She's got a better carrier.
Yeah,
I do.
That is a better carrier.
It's less weird, and it's not going to get poo on
She's
it.
got a
Yep,
flesh
yep.
wallet.
Yes.
I do.
Yeah.
Nature's pouch.
I mean, I put tampons up there once a month, y'all. It's not like nothing's been up there.
All right. She's got to go a little too far, doesn't she?
Of course, she's going to keep talking about her vagina.
And let me tell you the other things that I put up there.
well, that's where it's at. Empty out a tampon, throw an eighth in there. I
You
feel like
could.
you could absolutely do that.
So you
Throw an
totally
eighth in
could.
there.
You could rig a tampon to absolutely smug.
And if somebody says something, you just make a big deal and they'll
Oh my
stop.
gosh, I would be so. I'd start to tremble if I saw a canine, a German Shepherd or something. And we all know what German Shepherds like to put their snout right in the.
Oh, dogs go right to my poussoir. Every dog is like,
They
"Rrr."
love it,
I
huh?
like that
Me
kitty.
too.
You smuggling sausages?
I swear I'm not.
We had a dog in Lake Park where we had to apologize. Because we're so sorry that he just snouted your snatch.
You would think I put Slim Jims up there because they are drawn to it.
Yeah, it was weird. The one dog, Charlie, just loved crotches, just loved women's crotches, and yet apologize. Then you feel responsible.
You're like, I'm sorry, my dog's a pervert.
Little Tennessee crotch hound in them.
Yeah.
Okay. Got an email here about the Waffle Challenge. Dear Jerby, watching you and those waffles was captivating yesterday. I started watching at 10 a.m., intending to check in for a couple minutes. I ended up watching until the end at 5:30 p.m.
Wow, look at you, keeping the viewer.
Let me just say that you made Jason's everywhere proud. You made South Florida proud. Hell, you made your country proud. Even with Riggy trying to sabotage you by putting protein powder in the waffles to thicken them up, you still prevailed. Number 17 forever, USA, USA. Also, Virginia, glad Mags is okay. We're all worried regards to the other Jason.
Thank you.
This email from engineer Keith. He said 2 things. The bearded Mexican can listen live with his phone screen off on YouTube if he buys the YouTube Premium. I know it's not a great option as free is always better, but it is an option. That is talking about us on the 20th. We're no longer going to have live stream. So in 6 days, that is going to go bye-bye, and we're discussing that yesterday, and somebody liked the live stream because they're able to listen that way. So he said, let us know a couple fixes, and Engineer Keith has come up with one.
Nice.
Point 2, I have an idea for another persona for Jaybird. You know how he's actually very concerned with doing the right thing and going the extra mile for the show. What if Bizarro Jaybird was just a cheat, a scoundrel, and proud of it?
Well, that's what Hulk Hogan is, really.
Bizarro Jaybird would throw Waffle House waffles in the trash when no one's looking and claim that he ate them. Bizarro Jaybird would congratulate Virginia on killing sudden death. Just whatever Jaybird would normally do, Bizarro Jaybird does the opposite.
I love the idea, but that really is Hulk Hogan.
Is.
I'm afraid to resurrect because I do think Kevin would kill Hulk Hogan for real
Well,
this time.
Hulk Hogan's dead. You have to resurrect zombie Hulk Hogan.
You know what?
I think, yes.
We had to drop that whole zombie thing because it was so confusing.
I am a huge fan of anything we kill is now a zombie.
Well, trying to explain that to somebody was really tough.
We're playing Zombie Sudden Death next week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Virginia, you
Okay.
killed sudden death.
Yes. I got an email here. Somebody likened the haircut I gave my dog Coco and said, Kevin, you've got a mini werewolf.
Yeah,
on
that
your
was a
hands there.
disturbing picture.
It was. You know what
I
it is?
thought about it a lot.
It's the
Okay.
way Coco's legs are. They're so thin.
Yeah, she's very thin.
Like
She is
so,
very
I don't even
thin.
know how she can stand.
Yes.
They look
Get
like,
them toothpicks.
they look
She
like
does.
tentacles.
Yeah. Some of the comments that were on the photo that we posted, Daniel on there said, Kevin's so desperate to have the best hair that he even sabotaged the damn dog. And Amanda said, my mom does her dog, who is a Goldendoodle, to save money. And my sister and I keep telling her it's so bad. The dog looks ridiculous and uneven each time. And now she's starting to get really bad carpal tunnel in her hands and wants me to take over. And I felt so guilty the last time I did it. I kind of forced my mom to take her to the groomers. So, yeah, hopefully that will be the last haircut I ever give my dog. But I don't know. We'll see. The Queen's like going, it looks great.
Does the dog know that it looks awful? I don't think it does.
I don't,
Is
honestly.
she cold?
I haven't seen her be cold down. It's been a little bit warmer, and I have told the Queen, I'm like, hey, we got to be sensitive. It feels a little bit chilly. She needs to come in, and she's been inside a little bit more now because of it. But it has, when she's been outside, it's actually been a little bit humid.
It is.
It's been a little bit warmer. So, yeah, she seems like she's okay, and you can see if she's shivering. So I've been trying to keep an eye on that. Looks like it's all good. Virginia, you were saying that they've got some doggy DNA testing that is
Yeah.
going out there?
I saw this for you, Jay Bird, and it made me like, ooh. There's a company called Embark. Get it?
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
Embark. And what they do is you swab the inside of Chewy's mouth, just like you do for an ancestry DNA test for a human. And they will send you back a full report on Chewy's ancestry.
That's cute.
They'll tell you if he has any siblings here locally, so you can be a creeper and call those people and be like, hey, our dogs are brothers.
I sometimes will Google Chewy's breed as a puppy to see what he would look like as a puppy, and oh my gosh.
You need to do this test.
Yeah.
Because his breed might not be exactly like you think it is. You know, it could be like a bunch of different things.
I'm sure he's got. I mean, I don't think he's 100% Australian kettle dog. I'm sure he's got a little bit of. We've always had a dog with some mutt in him.
Yeah, it's
we
normal.
love mutts.
Well, that's why you go to the pound to get an awesome mutt.
You can get some great dogs for a pretty affordable price. When you adopt them, they're not that expensive. The whole process isn't that expensive.
So if I call this company Embark and get you a doggy DNA kit, will you do it?
Well, how much is it? I don't want is wasting money. How much?
I don't know.
Because it sounds like it's probably expensive. Animal stuff's very expensive.
Let me look it up.
I
I'll look
imagine
it up.
that should be a lot tougher too than a regular ancestry. We do better documentation, I think, with humans than we do animals.
And how do I know that they're just not giving me, oh yeah, Chewy is part chocolate lab, part. And how would I ever? It's kind of like the animal psychics. How the shit do you know?
Well, you don't tell them that you know it's mostly kettle dog or whatever it is, and see how it comes back. If it comes back no kettle dog whatsoever, you're like, okay.
It's I read up on Chewy and his breed, and it was so accurate on his breed and what goes on. It was amazing.
Breed-
Clumsy.
Breed
oh
identification.
yeah. Oh wow.
It says breed identification kit, $129, but I have a $20 coupon.
Yeah, it is fascinating. Breeds are so different that if you're getting a dog, to me, what I did the time I was able to actually choose a dog was I did a lot of research and I found out, what dog traits were, and then I'm like, that's the kind of dog that I want. That's the personality. That's
Of course,
the
you
temperament.
did prep and
I did,
research
yeah.
and made sure that it was the smartest decision you could take.
And it was a genius. It was the best. I got the greatest dog ever. And absolutely loved it. It totally fit my lifestyle, and it was perfect. So, yeah, the dogs are awesome, man. I love dogs.
They are.
Yeah, they are really cool.
If you like dogs, there's some people who just don't like
Sure.
animals.
Yeah, I hear you. Dogs done right, though, they spend a lot of time with you. I love, and it's kind of tough because, Coco is not a dog that you can really take. I mean, you throw her in a purse, and, my wife will do that and every now and then, but it's just tough.
Yeah.
And it is like a dude like me walking around with a Pomeranian.
No, you can't.
No.
There's guys in my neighborhood, and they're walking like little Pomeranians, and
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just like,
Oh, you're judging them?
I'm
That's
so judging.
shocking.
Imagine that.
I just sit by my window, Kevin, judge every man that walks by.
It's a fun sport.
It's what I live for.
You know what, though? I do the same thing. From where my room is at, by my bed, I can see everything everyone's doing, and I just sit there and watch. I know everyone who doesn't pick up their poop. I know when certain people are taking out the trash. I know everyone's schedule now because I can see it all from my window.
It's fun.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I am so into it. The whole next door thing. I made my first comment today.
You did?
It's so handy. The weirdest thing, last 2 nights, my power has gone out twice. And when my power comes on in the house, I've got an old alarm that was the previous alarm company we had. And the alarm's always beep, 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 going off and making loud noises. And so when it comes back on, it goes like this. So it wakes up the entire house. Oh. 2 times in the middle of the night, the last 2 nights, the power has gone out. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? And somebody had a post about it on Nextdoor. Like, hey, is anybody else's power going out? And when I was driving to work, an FPL truck went by me. So I don't know what the hell they're doing in our neighborhood, but they're doing it in the middle of the night, but you're turning everybody's power off. And I'm finding out that I'm not the only house that's going through this. They're shutting down my neighborhood, and it's going pitch black, and they're doing it twice a night now.
Surveillance. Why are they doing it in the middle of the night?
I don't know, but they're waking everybody because a lot
to?
of people now, you got so many electronics, and when they come back on, beep, boop, boop, beep, 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 boop. So your whole house is doing that, and it's twice a night.
I don't trust anybody that has to work in the middle of the night and like turn your power off. What are they doing?
You don't trust a gravedigger then?
Well,
at nighttime, digging bodies?
Why would they dig
digging
at
bodies?
night?
Or digging holes for bodies? Digging holes for
They don't
bodies.
dig at night.
You don't
Why
know,
would you dig at night?
You don't know that much about grave
You
digging.
shouldn't dig at night.
Yeah, I think that's an older concept too. Only time they ever had grave diggers overnight was, during, what was it, the scarlet fever or whatever it was, bubonic plague.
To make sure people weren't buried
where
alive.
people were waking up.
I'll get you some stats on
Very.
grave diggers at nighttime.
You don't know no damn
Please do
grave
that, yeah.
digger.
I expect those tomorrow.
Okay, you got it.
And if you don't, then Virginia's going to kick you in the balls.
Again.
And then bury you alive.
Yeah, I don't believe any grave diggers are working at night now or overnight.
My yards are getting tough like a football after,
They've been stepped on.
Both of them are actually, they reside in his stomach.
they've been stepped on, put down.
You've kicked
They're
them
like,
back up
bring
inside
it.
of them.
We're not scared of you.
Talking on the DNA front, Edward said, I want to write you since one of your most loyal listeners, Elena, my wife, just got the news of her life. She's 37 and a single child until this Sunday when a 100% match at Ancestry.com came along with her new brother.
Wow.
Yeah, she's excited, confused at the same time. So it'd be cool if you said something about it. I got her number. We'll try to get a hold of her. And we had another one, too, that we talked to. Was it yesterday on the show? Somebody else?
It's amazing.
Had a big match on.
Staggering numbers of people finding siblings
Mm-hmm.
and secret siblings. They didn't even know, like their parent had a baby when they were a teenager, and and then went on to have them later in life, and they have no idea they have siblings.
Yeah.
It happened in my. I always forget if I can talk about this or not. I better not.
You started.
Well, all right. We found out that my brother and sister, my oldest brother and sister, have siblings they never knew about.
Wow.
Yeah, and we've found. Yeah, that's all I'll say.
So their dad, do you know that guy?
No, they don't know him either. That he's dead.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, kind of a bastard. But
How'd he die?
His heart stopped. Suddenly, right at the end.
Did someone make it stop?
No,
or was it natural?
I think it was old.
Okay.
Yeah, he was old. It wasn't that long ago. I'm trying to think who listened to this. Anyone in my family listens to this?
Nah, they're not listening.
Yeah.
You're right.
So talk more.
Keep telling us more.
Yeah, no, it caused some drama because Anne got involved with it a little bit.
Well, that's just what she does.
Well, Anne found out the information and did not tell the information until after the guy the dad died. He reached out to talk to my brother and sister and got the message
blocked
it because of how terrible he was, and that caused some drama.
Ruh-roh.
In a way, I see what she did if he was a bad guy.
Her intentions were right, but she still should have let them know. They had the right to know
before he died.
for sure.
Yeah, I get that.
Okay.
Damn, that's some heavy.
I know, dog.
I got an email here about Cy Dobbins.
Is it from him or about him?
It's about him.
He hasn't been. He's coming. I believe he comes back next week or the end of this week. He comes back from Britain.
He's over there because of all the turmoil with the British family right now.
Megxit. He's there, yeah. So they're
right.
trying to help sort out the Meghan Markle
But
debacle.
he's got to come back here to sort out the traffic debacle because we're getting a lot of complaints, and Dobbins is here to set the record.
It might be a little while, according to this email. It says, I'm sure you've noticed that we haven't heard from Cy Dobbins in a while. I am his brother Wilbur and a faithful listener of the show, so I thought I'd give you an update. During the holidays, Cy went back to London to visit family, and while there was arrested for 1 count of battery and 1 count of animal cruelty.
Oh, no.
Our grandmother overcooked the bangers and mash, and Cy exploded and punched her square in the face. As he was walking away, the family dog walked in front of him, and he punted poor Thelma across the room. Needless to say, he got 3 months in jail, so he may not be back in town until March. Hope he doesn't lose his traffic job at the station. Suits, can you fill in for him until then? Thanks, Wilbur Dobbins.
No, it's funny that you actually bring that up. There was a Cy Dobbins arrested, but Cy Dobbins spells it, our traffic guy, C-Y. The Cy that was arrested was a different spelling.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, Cy
S-I-G-H.
Yeah, Cy. Dobbins. Don't worry. Cy Dobbins will be back. Back by unpopular demand.
I mean, what a dick. He punches a lady and kicks the dog.
Terrible.
I don't know if we want him back.
Pulitzer Prize
he's a
winning.
different guy.
Pulitzer Prize winner in the traffic department.
I think it's the same guy.
He's won several awards.
Just to let you know, like Virginia, you're talking about, for whatever reason, my phone stopped dictating my voicemail message. We're talking about the voicemail etiquette the other day. And
That's awful.
Etiquette expert saying it's rude to even leave voicemail messages now. Check your Siri settings. I was messing around with her and changed her voice. I never thought about it, but for months, my iPhone stopped dictating my voicemails. I read on Reddit that it was likely Siri settings. If you don't have the default voice for Siri, the dictation stops working. And maybe that happened because I did have like a phone update or it updated wherever the system was. And pretty much now that I think of it, since then, it hasn't done that. And I do like that dictation.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I got my Siri talking Australian.
Oh, you do? That's
yeah.
very sexy.
I love it.
Mm-hmm. That would be nice. So, because I do like, for instance, like right now I have a voicemail that
you're going to ignore.
It's been, somebody wants me to do something. It's not like 3 days old. I got to get back to it.
Oh, and you can, it's something annoying. So
It's a 2-minute long message, and I got to go back, and what they need is like in the middle, and so it's just. But I've just been inundated with so much stuff. Like I say, for me, this is just me personally. If you want my attention quicker, leave me a text message rather than a voicemail.
We called you twice yesterday. I think we left one voicemail for you. We were trying to get you on.
Yeah, I
talk.
called you back and it didn't.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I called that number back because I didn't recognize it. Yeah, of course I did screen it because I didn't recognize it. And then I got your message and I called the number back and it went. So I jumped in the chat room real quick. I was doing prep at the moment.
That was you? Okay, we
Yeah.
were debating because there was a fake Virginia and a fake.
That was me.
There was a fake Virginia in the chat room stirring it up.
Yeah.
And then you were in there.
It was on my
and
personal
then there was a
account,
fake producer Heather in there.
Oh, that's funny.
So
now that's legit
it was
me.
causing
Oh, I mean, the creativity to come up with a fake producer, Heather. Good job.
Oh, and she was so sassy. And
I love it.
everything I did was wrong. And,
so just like the real Heather.
and I was waffle drunk. I was in this waffle mania state.
He was texting me when I was racing to the hospital with Mags. Are you in the chat room? I'm like, no, I'm not in the chat room. I'm going to the hospital. Like, I don't have time for no chat room.
Oh, it was the first time in my life I wanted a commercial break. It just didn't stop. It was like we did like a 6.5 hour podcast.
That's tough.
That's real tough.
That's tough.
There was a lot of weird moments in there.
Okay, let me see. Virginia sent me a fun little photo. That is LSU Tiger fan there. Looks like in the French Quarter. Celebrating before last night's national championship game. The guy's wearing nothing but a Speedo. He's got on Tiger slippers, a Tiger hat, and of course, he's wearing Tiger paw pasties, and he's got, obviously, a drink in his hand.
And a tiger tail.
Yeah.
That guy has figured out life.
That guy is my new hero.
Good. Have fun.
Yeah, that's the fun stuff right there.
That guy's probably in his mid-50s, it looks like, from here. I don't know.
He's in terrible shape.
Terrible, but
you
he
had,
don't care.
You had
No.
that story earlier when people get into their 50s, they start to say, you know what? I'm just going to say, fuck
Yeah.
it. They'll caution to the wind and have some fun. I've seen it with some of my relatives that have gotten older that might have been stressed out in their 40s, their early 50s. And I think they've just accepted this is life, baby. I'm going to go out and enjoy myself.
You don't have to wait till you're in your 50s to have that epiphany.
Well, I think that's the message, too.
Right.
Don't wait till you're 55 to get that.
Start getting it now.
That's right. So get it. All right, thank y'all for tuning in. We'll be back. Another round tomorrow on the KVJ Show. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems, ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.